I'm kicking you out because holding on to you has become holding on to pain I no longer want to carry. Sometimes letting go is the only way to rediscover the happiness you lost along the way. I'm going to kick you out now because love should feel like home, not a battlefield. When love stops healing and starts hurting, it's time to say goodbye with grace. I'm kicking you out to protect the pieces of myself that are still worth saving. Choosing to walk away isn't giving up. It's choosing to live fully and freely again. I'm going to kick you out now because my heart deserves a chance to breathe and heal. Sometimes, the hardest part is accepting that some people are only meant to teach us lessons, not stay forever. I'm kicking you out to make room for the love and peace I've been craving all along. When the silence between us becomes unbearable, I know it's time to close the door. I'm going to kick you out now because I'm done sacrificing my worth for a love that takes without giving. Walking away is never easy, but it's the bravest choice when staying means losing yourself. I am kicking you out because the love I need cannot survive in a house filled with distrust. Sometimes you have to break your own heart to save your soul. I'm going to kick you out now because the future I want doesn't include the pain you bring. The moment I say goodbye is the moment I start loving myself again. I'm kicking you out to find the peace and happiness that have been missing for far too long. Leaving isn't forgetting. It's freeing myself from a love that's become a chain. I'm going to kick you out now because I deserve a love that feels safe, warm, and true. Sometimes, the best love story is the one you write alone after letting go. I'm kicking you out because I refuse to settle for anything less than what sets my soul on fire. Love isn't supposed to hurt this much, and that's why I'm walking away. I'm going to kick you out now because my heart can no longer hold the weight of your silence. There's strength in choosing yourself when love stops making sense. I'm kicking you out to heal the wounds that your presence has left open. Sometimes the hardest part of loving someone is knowing when to say goodbye. I'm going to kick you out now because staying means losing the light inside me. I deserve a love that nourishes my soul, not one that drains it. I'm kicking you out because my peace is more important than your excuses. Walking away is an act of courage, not cowardice. I am going to kick you out now because love should lift you up, not tear you down. Sometimes the only way forward is to let go of what's holding you back. I'm kicking you out to find the happiness I lost trying to hold on to you. When love turns cold, it's time to close the door with dignity. I am going to kick you out now because I want to wake up without the weight of regrets. Letting go is the kindest gift I can give myself. I'm kicking you out because I'm ready to write a new chapter full of hope and healing. Sometimes love means knowing when to walk away for your own good. I'm going to kick you out now because I deserve a love that feels like home. I'm choosing peace over pain, and that means saying goodbye today. I'm kicking you out because the love I gave has been met with silence and neglect. Leaving is a form of self-respect. I no longer want to deny myself. I'm going to kick you out now because my heart knows when enough is enough. Sometimes walking away is the only way to protect your own light. I am kicking you out to make space for the love that's meant for me. Love shouldn't be a battlefield. When it is, it's time to say goodbye. I'm going to kick you out now because holding on hurts more than letting go. I deserve a love that nourishes my soul, not one that breaks it. I'm kicking you out because my happiness can't live in the shadow of your absence. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is walk away from what's hurting you. I'm going to kick you out now because I'm ready to find the peace I've been missing. Leaving isn't failure, it's choosing a better future for myself. I'm kicking you out because my heart deserves to be free and whole again. Sometimes love means knowing when to close the door and walk away. I'm going to kick you out now because I'm choosing self-love over a broken promise. I deserve a love that makes me feel alive, not empty. I am kicking you out to protect the parts of me that still believe in love. Sometimes the most powerful love story is the one where you save yourself. I'm going to kick you out now because I need space to heal and grow. Walking away isn't giving up, It's standing up for your own worth. I'm kicking you out now because I can no longer carry the weight of a love that feels like a cage. Sometimes the only way to heal is to remove what's poisoning your heart, no matter how much it hurts. I'm going to kick you out now. Because every moment spent with you steals my breath and my hope. Leaving is never easy, but staying in a place of pain is worse than any goodbye. I'm kicking you out because my heart demands a sanctuary, something you no longer provide. The hardest part of love is knowing when it's time to walk away, even if it breaks you. I'm going to kick you out now because I refuse to lose myself trying to save something broken. Sometimes letting go is the only way to set both of us free, even if it means goodbye. I'm kicking you out to give myself the chance to heal, grow, and find peace again. The space you leave behind will be filled with new hope. This is my promise to myself. Did kick you out now because love should never feel like a war zone. Sometimes the bravest act is choosing self-love over familiar pain. I'm kicking you out because I've spent too long being invisible in my own life. When silence becomes louder than love, it's time to say enough and walk away. I'm going to kick you out now because my heart knows it deserves better, even if my mind resists. Leaning in doesn't mean forgetting, it means choosing to value yourself more. I'm kicking you out because I can't build a future on the ruins of broken promises. Sometimes the best way to love someone is to love yourself enough to walk away. I'm going to kick you out now because the pain you cause is drowning the love I once had. This goodbye is not a door closing. It's a window opening to a brighter tomorrow. I'm kicking you out because I want to live a life filled with hope, not heartbreak. Sometimes love is less about holding on and more about knowing when to let go. Kick you out now because staying means losing myself to a love that no longer cares. It's not your fault that we couldn't make it work, but it's my responsibility to protect my soul. I'm kicking you out to stop the endless cycle of disappointment and pain. The hardest part is loving someone enough to say goodbye for your own good. I'm kicking you out because I can no longer carry the weight of this unbalanced love. Leaving is not a failure. It's a brave act of self-preservation and hope. I'm going to kick you out now because I deserve to wake up without fear or regret. Sometimes love fades, and that's when you need the courage to walk away. I'm kicking you out to protect the light inside me that's been dim for too long. When love becomes pain, the only option left is to choose yourself and walk away. I'm going to kick you out now because staying meant losing all sense of who I am. I'm not dead. I'm free, and that freedom is worth every tear I've shed. I'm kicking you out because I'm done fighting for someone who won't fight for me. The strength to say goodbye is the strength to welcome a better future. I'm going to kick you out now because my heart is begging for peace. It hasn't known in years. Sometimes loving yourself means creating distance from those who hurt you the most. I am kicking you out to save the pieces of me that still believe in love's beauty. Love should lift you up, not tear you down. And when it doesn't, it's time to leave. Ways to make us work without losing myself. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself is to say, no more. Sometimes the greatest act of love is letting go when love no longer feels safe. I'm kicking you out because the space between us has become too wide for love to cross. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means valuing your own heart more than the pain. Sometimes you have to say goodbye to find the love you deserve. I'm kicking you out to protect the fragile hope that still lives inside me. When love turns to silence, it's time to listen to the voice telling you to leave. I'm going to kick you out now because I need to reclaim the joy you stole from me. Sometimes the only way to save yourself is to close the door on someone you loved. When I say I'm going to kick you out now, it's not just about leaving. It's about reclaiming my peace. Sometimes saying I'm going to kick you out now is the bravest thing you can do for your soul. There comes a moment when you realize the only way to heal is to let go, even if it means kicking someone out. I am going to kick you out now, not to hurt you, but to save myself from drowning. Watch closely as I say goodbye. Not with anger, but with the power to protect my heart. This isn't about punishment. It's about finally drawing the line and walking away for good. When silence isn't enough, words become doors, and sometimes you have to close them. It's never easy to say, I'm going to kick you out now. But sometimes it's the only way to breathe again. Sometimes you love someone so much that kicking them out is the only way to love yourself. Going to kick you out now because I deserve to wake up in a house filled with peace, not pain. Leaving isn't betrayal. It's self-respect in action when you finally refuse to be hurt anymore. I'm not kicking you out because I don't love you but because I love myself more. Some doors are meant to be closed forever, and that's where I stand right now. I used to hope you'd change, but now I know the change has to start with me walking away. I'm going to kick you out now so I can rebuild what your presence has been tearing apart. Sometimes the hardest goodbye is the one that saves your life from endless heartbreak. I'm kicking you out not with hatred, but with the courage to face a new beginning alone. The one I say, go. I'm reclaiming my space and my right to feel safe again right there. Silent form of violence. I gave you every chance, every piece of my heart. But now it's time to close the door. I'm kicking you out because staying meant losing who I truly am. When the person you love becomes the source of your pain, sometimes the only answer is goodbye. I'm going to kick you out now and let the silence speak the truths we never dared to say. Leaving isn't weakness. It's the strongest act of self-love I've ever done. I'm kicking you out because I refuse to be the victim of a love that's slowly killing me. Sometimes the only way to heal is to separate from the source of the wound. I'm going to kick you out now, not to punish you, but to protect the pieces of me you tried to break. Walking away from you is not forgetting. It's choosing my happiness over heartbreak. The hardest step is always the first. And I'm finally stepping out of the darkness you created. I'm kicking you out so I can breathe without the weight of your broken promises suffocating me. Some people teach us lessons by hurting us, and some lessons mean kicking them out forever. I'm going to kick you out now because I deserve a life where love doesn't hurt every day. It's not the end of us. It's the beginning of me. I am kicking you out to stop the cycle of pain that's been our only constant. Sometimes love means knowing when to let go, even if your heart shatters in the process. I'm going to kick you out now because my soul needs freedom from this endless storm. Leaving doesn't mean I failed. It means I survived long enough to choose myself. I'm kicking you out not out of anger, but out of the quiet strength I've found inside. The hardest part isn't saying goodbye. It's learning to live without you. I'm going to kick you out because my heart can no longer carry the weight of your silence. You out so I can fill my life with people who value me, not break me. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm stronger without you than I ever was with you. I'm going to kick you out now to make room for the love and peace I deserve. Sometimes the only way to heal is to let go of the ones who hurt you the most. I'm kicking you out because I choose my peace over the chaos you brought into my life. When love turns into chains, the only way forward is walking away. I'm going to kick you out now because I refuse to be a prisoner of a broken love. Letting go is the loudest way to say, I deserve better, without uttering a single word. I'm kicking you out so I can finally listen to my own heart's whispers of hope. Some goodbyes are not the end. They are the beginning of a stronger, wiser me. I'm going to kick you out now because the space you leave behind is mine to heal. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to walk away. I'm kicking you out to protect the pieces of me that still believe in love's lie.